What's going on, guys? My name is Nick Sakha, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about a recent mastermind that I went to where me and insurance agents from all over the country got together in one place in Huntsville, Alabama, where we strategized and mastermind and came up with strategies on how we can continue to scale. And as I looked around the room and everybody did their introduction and introduced themselves, where they're local to, and how big their current books of businesses were, the room totaled up to over $100 million in insurance earned premium. And for those of you guys that are new to the industry or are just getting started, that's a lot of premium. So as you can imagine, there was a wealth of knowledge available to me within this room. And my mentor, who I started mentoring with a gentleman at the beginning of the year in late 2020, and I joined this Inner Circle program to really be able to observe and really just kind of latch on and mimic everything that he's doing so I can grow very similar to him. He goes by the name of Craig Wiggins, who is one of the top agents in my company that I represent, that I'm captive with, which is Allstate, and he has scaled to over a $35 million book of business over the last 20 years. And that is a lot of premium. And he has really survived many storms to get to that point, and it's honestly a privilege to be able to learn and be mentored by him. And so a little bit about myself is I'm a captive agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have been in the insurance space for a little less than 5 years. My 5 years is coming up, and I have scaled to about a $5 million book of business, and I have goals of scaling to $20 million in agency premium over the next 5 to 10 years. So I've got a lot of work to do, but I plan on doing this through both growing organically and buying other books of businesses and merging them with my current book of business. And so I will get to this goal. If you get some value out of this video, I'm going to share the top 4 things, my top 4 takeaways from this mastermind that should be very valuable to you if you are in the insurance space. I don't care if you're an independent agent or if you are a captive agent, the strategies are all the same. Growing an insurance book or insurance agency, the strategies are the same across the board. Growing any business, if you really think about it, involve the same strategies and same amount of work. And so if you get some value out of this video, do me a favor, demolish that like button, smash it real quick. It only takes a second, turn it blue. Subscribe for all videos where I talk all things insurance, entrepreneurship, and self-development. And also follow me on all my social media platforms as well. Without further ado, let's get into the 4 takeaways. All right, guys, so my first takeaway is you've got to get really crystal clear on what your target is and what your timeline is. You know, and when we started the event, we went around the room and everybody gave what their goals were, what their target is and what their timeline is. And so you've got to ask yourself, what by when? And so once you're clear on that, you can reverse engineer exactly what you need to do to get to that goal. And so if you don't know what you want to do and when you want to have it by, then you're just going to be twiddling your thumbs and you're going to be, grinding your gears, and you'll find yourself frustrated. And so it's very important to really dive deep and figure out how big you want to grow your insurance agency. What does that look like? Do you have, I'm pretty sure you want to take vacations. I'm pretty sure you want to reap the rewards once it's all established. I'm pretty sure you want to scale it to a point, as any business owner should, to where it operates with or without you. And that's the beauty about the insurance industry, is that with our renewal income, with our residual income, it can allow us to do that. But we can't do that without a corporate structure, which I'll get into. But I thought that should be the first question. If you're an insurance agency owner, you should ask yourself that question, or an aspiring insurance agency owner, you should ask yourself, when do I want to open up an insurance agency and by when? Or if you are an insurance agency owner, how big do I want to grow and by when? And get crystal clear on, do you have managers that run that show for you? Do you have, are you just a business owner that, pops in every once in a while and that bad boy runs itself? Well, you're gonna have to get crystal clear on that to start creating the systems and processes to get there. And so that was my first takeaway. It was a reminder for me to get crystal clear on exactly how big I want to grow my agency and by when. The second takeaway at the Mastermind was a reminder from my mentor, because he's told me this before, but it was a fresh reminder to make sure that you have 3 key relationships in your circle as an agency owner. And those 3 key relationships are having a solid HR attorney, a lawyer that can help you with employee issues, your agency handbook, so on and so forth, and get you out of situations and can give you advice with your employees. A solid CPA, one that can hopefully help you keep you out of trouble, obviously, and also help limit your tax liabilities on any given year. And then that third relationship is having a local banker, not one from a Chase or a Wells Fargo or a BofA, but a local banker, because they typically have, they're more lenient with their lending and their approval rates. And I know, because I worked at US Bank before and they were super strict, but having a local banker that understands your business and your financials to help you get the appropriate lending whenever a big opportunity comes. And you never know when that opportunity for lending is going to come up, and so you want to make sure that you have that relationship. But those 3 key relationships are so important in what we do, because they're going to help keep you out of trouble from a state level, from a federal level, as well as help your business grow and scale appropriately. So make sure that in your business or in your circle, and if you don't have those 3 relationships, that you can reach out on social media or Facebook and ask any of your friends if they know a good human resources attorney, a solid CPA, and of course a local banker to help you with your business and of course keep you out of trouble. Third takeaway, which is always a friendly reminder, is to know your numbers. You have to know your numbers as a business owner, especially as an agency owner. Most importantly, know the data as far as where your money is going and what the ROI on that money is doing. Okay, so in this business, we are spending a lot of money on all sorts of marketing avenues, whether that be sending out mailers, whether that be with internet leads, right? Or whether that be with sponsoring ads on social media. You have got to know your numbers, because data is the most important part of our business. And data, not only with marketing avenues and what we're getting a good ROI with, but knowing our numbers with our business, how much money is coming in, how much money is able to go out, and if we're able to cash flow or not. And so knowing your numbers is the most important part of this business. Things like, back to the internet leads part or the marketing avenue part, knowing the cost per lead. How much money is it costing you per sale for that specific lead source or that specific, whether you're sending out mailers. If you're spending $10,000 in mailers every single month, how much are you getting in sales? And do that calculation to figure out, is this worth my money? Because the last thing you want to do is burn money in this business, because every dollar counts, and you need to make sure that you are using every single dollar strategically in this business. Hence why you also need a good CPA, like our last takeaway, to help you with knowing your numbers as well. So know your numbers. That was my third takeaway from the Mastermind. And the fourth, and I saved the best for last, the most important takeaway that I got from this Mastermind is knowing how to scale your business. And the best way to scale your business is to, of course, as you're starting out, or no matter what stage of the business that you are in, you have got to document every single task of your business. You have to document every single duty, responsibility, whether that be on the service side, whether that be on the hiring side, whether that be on the training side, whether that be on the marketing side. What does every aspect of your business look like? And you have to document every single piece of it. And because you have to know where to delegate what to delegate. Think about it as there are multiple buckets in your business, and you need to put some of the tasks or responsibilities in each bucket and then be able to give that bucket to somebody in your business, an employee or a manager or an assistant, and be able to give that bucket to somebody in your business to help scale your business. So that way, you are not spending, you as the agency owner aren't spending the majority of your time doing, say, $10 or $12 an hour work. If you are taking service calls, or if you're working your cancellation report, or cleaning your office bathrooms, you really have to sit back and think, is this the best use of my time? Is this going to bring in the most amount of money? And if it's not, then you need to remove yourself from those tasks and responsibilities and be able to delegate that to somebody else. The sooner you can delegate responsibilities that don't deserve your time, the sooner you're going to be able to own your business versus having your business own you. And so that should be the goal for every business owner, is to actually own their business. And that way it gives them the freedom to do what they want. If you want to go and travel, or if you want, to spend more time with your kids, or if you want to go focus on building a different business, then you have to set up these systems and processes, and you have to get clear on what every single one of those responsibilities are. Now, I have done a good job at this at my stage of my business. I'm less than 5 years in. I have been fortunate enough to scale, and I'm specialized with a service team and a sales team, and I have been able to delegate a lot of the things that don't deserve my time. But this is a never-ending process. I'm just getting started. I feel like there is still so much room for me to grow as I build a corporate structure and build a better structure to my business. Another takeaway that we had at the Mastermind is, what is your ideal organizational structure? Like, rip out a piece of paper and put at the top, this is you, and then put circles or squares or rectangles of what every single position in your business looks like, and then be able to fill those circles or rectangles with responsibilities and tasks to make sure that your business runs with or without you. And again, that's the goal of every business owner, or at least that should be. And so again, this was the most important takeaway for me, because as I continue to scale, as I continue to spend time building this YouTube channel, spend time building my real estate portfolio, and eventually opening up my gym someday, my barbells and briefcases gym, I have to have systems and processes that are going to allow me to focus on those things. And it's not going to be possible if I don't set them up now. If I don't create my organizational structure now, then my business will fail, without me. If I'm not there, then my business dies, and that's not how you own your business. That means that your business owns you, and you're just a glorified employee. And so those were the 4 takeaways from this Mastermind. There was a lot more. There was so much more, but I try to sum it down into 4 that were really impactful for me, and reminders for what I need to do in my business to help scale it. And I hope they will help you as well. If you have any questions, or if you want me to touch on any other subjects as being an insurance agency entrepreneur, please leave some comments. Or if you're an aspiring agency owner that you want to eventually become one, I'm happy to help you guys as well. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Until next time, peace.